Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button now. Got lots more reviews coming very soon. But in today's video, I think this is my final Bugatti Veyron full in-depth review. I finally got around to doing all of them. As you guys know, I've pretty much got every single Veyron that AUTOart signature ever made. And if you want to check out all the other videos, I'll leave a few links in the description now. But yeah, this is the final Veyron that I've got left, and it is the first one that I ever bought, the first AUTOart signature model to ever join the collection. It is the original Bugatti EB 16.4 Veyron, and like all AUTOart signature models, comes with the certificate of authenticity, which I just display behind all of the models. But yeah, this one is the kind of the first one really to ever join the collection. I believe it's probably one of AUTOart's earliest signature models that they ever made, alongside with the CCX, the Koenigsegg version. But I went for the red and black version. I know they did the blue version and the white version as well, which are all very rare now. You do still come across them a little bit, I suppose, on eBay, but because they are quite old now, they're probably around 10 years old, or at least 10 years old when AUTOart first released them. And the ones that are on eBay now do have a lot of issues. Like the number one issue, I suppose, would be most of them missing the rear badge, the rear EB badge, which is quite a big thing for me. I'm not sure if you can get them as accessories now, but some of them do have lifting stickers, paint rashes, and all sorts of other little things. This one's held up quite well. The badge hasn't started to lift, or is still on, and I think it's just because I display it in as best I can, dust-proof display cabinet. With I try and leave it in there without kind of touching it too much. But it's an amazing model. I think it looks great in the red and black. And let's start off the full in-depth review on my final Bugatti Veyron. Yeah, it's got around to doing all 8 of them, I believe now. Lost count. But yeah, it's the final one. So let's start off at the front end. Now again, you've probably seen quite a few of these videos on YouTube on this model, because it's been around for some time. But nevertheless, if you're new to the hobby, new to the model car world, we'll do a full in-depth review. So let's start off at the front end of the model. Now AUTOart always do a great job with replicating Bugatti Veyrons, Koenigseggs. They do an amazing job. So let's zoom in at the front end of the model, show you guys some more of this detail. First of all, I think the paintwork is absolutely kind of flawless from AUTOart. There's a really nice depth to the red and the black, and I like how they contrast off each other. There's a nice metallic fleck in both of the different colours as well, which I hope you guys can see. Really nicely done by AUTOart with that paintwork. Hopefully you guys can see the lights reflecting off that metallic fleck in both the red and the black. It looks really nice. But again, like all AUTOart signature models, you have all of the openings with the black mesh in the horseshoe grille and around all of these air intakes at the front. I love all of the little chrome touches as well. So you've got the chrome touches around the horseshoe grille, around all of these air intakes, which look great. The Bugatti badge is a really nice badge by AUTOart. With the red background with the Bugatti in white, really pops against the dark grills. Look, it's kind of their iconic badge right at the front in the horseshoe grille. Looks really nice. You've got all the main headlights as well. You can clearly see all of the different beams. Looks very realistic. Can't really fault anything from the front end. This is a fully opening die-cast model, but all of the shut lines around all of the opening compartments are really nice and neat. They're nice and tidy. There's no big panel gaps. Everything fits really nice, and I'll show you guys all of the interior detail. We'll open up all of the compartments after we do a quick exterior review. But again, I think the front end of the model is really nicely done by AUTOart. Nothing really to kind of fault on them at all. So let's come around the side of the model, show you guys some more detail around here. Now again, the different wheel design on this car versus the production car. I like how they haven't forgotten the tyre writing on the tyres. I think it's a nice touch by AUTOart. So you can clearly see kind of the Michelin kind of band on the tyre with their little logo there, and you've probably got the tyre size on the other sides as well. But again, really nice wheel design. You've got the EB badge in the centre cap, finished in red to match the bodywork, which looks great. You've got huge calipers, which pretty much cover half the discs, with the Bugatti logo running across them. And then you've got the discs, which are huge, which cover pretty much the whole wheel. But I think the whole kind of wheels, the tyres, the calipers, the discs, all look really realistic, really nice. And I love the tyre writing as well. I think it just kind of sets it off, really finishes off the whole design of the wheels. And they really nailed it on this one. It does look really nice. So coming around the side of the model, now again, you've got the doors, which again open up, but all of the shut lines are really nice and neat. You've got a nice kind of chrome door handle, which matches all of the other little chrome compartments around the model. You've got the fuel cap on this side, I think, and you've got the other cap on the passenger side, and you've got the grills also for the engine cooling on the side of the model as well. Again, looks really realistic, and you've got extended side skirts on the side as well. But I think, yeah, it looks really nice on kind of all sides of the model. Next, we've got kind of the rear wheels. Again, exactly like the front. I'm not sure if they're sitting slightly higher or slightly bigger at the rear, but again, finished exactly the same. You've got the Michelin and the tyre size on the tyres. You've got the calipers sitting at a slightly different position in the front, but you've got the EB finished in red as well, which looks really nice. Again, I can't really fault anything on this model so far. It looks really nice and realistic. AUTOart always do a great job with their signature models. So coming round the rear of the model, now I've got the model with the spoiler up. There's a little it's not a button like some of the newer Veyrons, it's like a switch. So once you've switched it across, it just pops up the spoiler. So I thought I would have it up for the review, just to show you guys that you can display it with the spoiler up if you wish. But let's start off with the engine bay, what you can see exposed before we take off the cover. You can't see too much engine detail in there, but what they can see, you can just about see that W16 engine. I love the massive kind of radiators on either side. You've got the brake light just running just on the edge of the roof, which is a nice touch. And then on the rear of the model, obviously I've got the spoiler up. You've got the huge kind of quad exhaust, which looks great. You've got kind of a bit more of a diffuser here as well. You can kind of see all of the different aerodynamics at the rear. I like the plate. I think it's a nice touch. I think they should have them on more AUTOart models moving forward. The badge is a really nice badge. It's got a bit of depth to it as well. Really nice touch by AUTOart, and then the rear lights are done quite nicely as well. So all looks really realistic at the rear. No major faults or anything I can point out. Obviously, all of the coolants here around the rear are all finished with the mesh, and you can see the mesh just underneath the spoiler as well. So again, everything that all you would expect from an AUTOart model, they do definitely deliver. Coming around passenger side now, again, exactly the same. All the nice little touches there on all the tyres. You've got the other, I think this is the oil cap on the other side, and then you've got all of the mesh with all the coolants here as well. Again, everything is very nice and neat, nice and tidy around all the opening compartments. And I think overall the exterior of the model is truly great. No, I can't kind of point out anything that AUTOart have missed. I think they've kind of hit everything perfectly on the exterior. And you can even see kind of the little touches, like all of the mesh in the radiators here at the top. I think they look great. But let's kind of take a look at some of the interior detail now. I love how the kind of light crema interior pops against the red and the black. So let's open up some of the compartments here and show you guys some more detail. So let's open up the front compartment. Now it doesn't stay up, it is quite an old model now, but we can just about lift it up and I'll show you guys some of the detail here, because AUTOart always do a great job with the front compartment. Now you can see this is the boot of the model. So it does house some of the luggage here, and AUTOart have left the luggage in. So they've put a couple of suitcases in there, and they've also got the kind of EB badge on the suitcases as well, which is always a nice touch. But again, doesn't stay up on my one. You know, it might be different for others. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the details and accessories that you get with the model. Just to close it down, you just kind of get it into position and then you kind of click it back into place. So it always looks kind of nice. And then on the driver's side, I've got the driver's side open, and I love this kind of light crema interior. Now there's lots of detail here which I want to kind of show you as much as I possibly can. Now if I zoom in here as well, you can always see really nice detail there. So you've got a carpeted footwell for both the driver and the passenger. Everything is done very, very nicely. You can see the EB badge on the steering wheel. Really nice touches there. You've got really nice center console, center dash with all of the kind of chrome trims around all of the air vents. It looks all really nice. Even the door cards have got kind of the chrome touches for the door handles. Everything is in it that you would expect from an AUTOart signature model. Even the seat belts are done really, really nicely. The seats are done nice with the EB kind of weaved into the seats. Again, as I say, AUTOart always do a great job with their interior details, and this one is definitely no exception. Looks really, really nice, and I always would recommend AUTOart signature to anybody really. And then on the rear, this whole rear engine clam does come up, and it does. You can't see too much. I've done this on all of my other Veyrons, but you can just about see kind of most of the engine detail that they've left exposed. But again, this whole one does come up on pretty much all of the Veyrons. But it's not the best engine detail. It's not like the Koenigseggs or the Zondas or the McLarens. These kind of older AUTOart signature models, they don't have kind of all of those details that you would expect, but it is quite realistic, and it's pretty much like the actual car. But I mean, it's just a kind of quick review of the model. Kind of hope you guys enjoyed the last Veyron to review. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know what you think of the video, the model, any suggestions that you might have moving forward. I would definitely give this model a really high score out of 10, possibly a 9, 9.5. Can't fault this model at all. Definitely one of the best Veyrons I've got in my collection, one of the original ones as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the quick review of the model. And please subscribe and stay tuned, because I've got lots more cars coming very, very soon to do reviews and comparison videos on. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon for more videos to come. Cheers, bye.